Chapter 2. Seraiah, the Jinn. Muhammad sat on the floor speechless for a moment as he looks onto the man in black. Alana got up from the floor, rubbing her wrists where the Jinn had her in their grasp, picked up and holsters both of her guns. Seconds later, the decapitated Jinn went up in flames and were absorbed into the crimson blade that belongs to the ninja. "You just had to come to my rescue. Do I look like a damsel in distress?" Alana asked out of annoyance. "Who are you?" Muhammad finally spoke out and asked the straightforward question. You couldn't tell where his eyes were looking, but the ninja's head remained held up, looking straight ahead of him. "You don't seem the least bit fazed by the death of your brethren." "Why is that, my friend?" the ninja asked. "What are you talking about? Answer my question," Muhammad said as he stood up. The ninja once again did not pay Muhammad any mind. "You are an interesting one, no less." "My friend," the ninja said as he gently shook his head. "What? Is this some kind of joke?" Muhammad asked out of anger. "Newsflash, Mr. High and Mighty, he's not talking to you," Alana said as she unties the hostages, allowing them to run towards the exit of the room. "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" "Wait, if he's not talking to me, then who is he talking to?" Muhammad wondered, as he turned around to look in the direction where the ninja standing before him is looking. Muhammad's expression turned into complete shock as he sees a Jinn standing a few feet behind of him. Muhammad quickly turned back around with disbelief in his eyes as he looked at the ninja. "Don't tell me that you can see them," Muhammad asked. Not a moment later did Muhammad mysteriously get lifted off of the ground. "What in the—" Muhammad said just before he was flung and pinned to a nearby wall, unable to move. "Ah! Wait! Stop! What do you think you're doing?" Muhammad shrieks out towards the Jinn, feeling immense pain. Muhammad felt his blood slowly start to boil, and it caused more and more pain. "Ah!" Muhammad shrieked out. "As much as he deserves it, I'd prefer if you hand him over in one piece. My friend," the ninja said before Muhammad, "bites the dust, so to speak." The Jinn acknowledged his words, waited a moment, then released Muhammad, who was seconds away from knocking on death's door. "I appreciate that. My friend—" "He's all yours, Lieutenant," the ninja said, signaling Alana. "Wait, didn't he say that there's Jinn outside?" Alana asked, remembering Muhammad's words from earlier. "There were, but now there aren't," the ninja said. Alana was confused, but she didn't question his words. Alana slowly made her way to the collapsed Muhammad, checked and found a pulse, hoisted him over her shoulder and started to make her way towards the exit. "Make sure the building remains clear, Lieutenant. I'm afraid it's scheduled for demolition," the ninja said, getting Alana's attention before she fully exits. "Before we begin, I have a small request. Would you mind becoming visible? I have no trouble fighting an enemy I can't see with my eyes, but I am quite curious with how you look," the ninja requested. Moments later did a person-like figure appear. A female, no less. Her skin is blue, cobalt blue long hair. A mini bikini covers her private areas. A see-through short-sleeve robe with a small ribbon belt keeping the area by her abdomen covered. A pair of dancing shoes, a ring on each finger, a small silver necklace with a green gemstone hanging from it, and yellow-coloured eyes. "What did you just say?" the Jinn asked in a tone of disbelief. He didn't respond to the question. Rather, the ninja leaned his head and had it at an angle as if he was confused about the question. Playing coy, I see. No matter. I am Seraiah, and I shall slay you where you stand." "The Jinn," Seraiah declared. "Seraiah, what a pleasant name. Call me Sigma," the ninja now known as Sigma said. "Sigma? I'll remember that as I personally bury your lifeless core," Seraiah said as 2 extra arms grew on each side of her body, giving her a total of 6 along with a sword appearing for each hand. Shape shifting along with materialization. "Interesting indeed," Sigma said, standing his ground. "Do not take her lightly, my king. She is a Jinn, after all." A voice appeared inside of Sigma's mind, warning him of the opponent he is facing. "Don't worry, Jew, I am well aware of that," Sigma answered the voice through his thoughts. Seraiah then crossed all of her arms over each other, having each sword pointed out horizontally with all of the bladed sides pointed at Sigma, placed one foot in front of the other. With no effort leaped forward, leaving a small crater where she was standing, appeared just a couple of feet in front of Sigma, and instantly began to open her arms with all intent of slicing him into separate pieces. Seraiah, however, was halted in her tracks since Sigma swiftly switched the position of his sword into a backhand style, held it out with the sword pointing directly downwards, stopping all of the attacking Jinn blades at once. Sigma did not budge a single centimetre from where he is standing, and he did so with just one hand. Seraiah's eyes widened with this unexpected instant turn of event. "Well, well, you're a rambunctious one, aren't you, Seraiah, my friend?" Sigma said in a calm tone.